Warning 3. Seemingly harmless foods that when reheated could cause food poisoning or even stroke in the elderly. We often think reheating food is just a simple, convenient way to avoid waste. But did you know that for older adults, certain foods can become not only nutritionally depleted after reheating, but can also release harmful toxins that pose serious risks to the heart, digestive system, and even cognitive health? In today's video, I'm going to reveal 3 foods you should absolutely never reheat. And more importantly, I'll also share 3 healthier, safer alternatives to help you protect the well-being of yourself and your loved ones. Before we dive in, drop a positive affirmation in the comments below. Something like a commitment to yourself to attract good health and good energy. For example, I honor and protect my health every single day, or feel free to write your own. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any valuable tips on healthy aging. Let's build a community filled with positive energy to live long, live strong, and live happy. But before we get started, we need to understand something important. Why is reheating food especially risky for older adults? When we reheat food, its internal chemical structure changes. Some dishes, after being refrigerated and reheated, don't just lose their original nutrients, they can also produce harmful compounds like nitrite, acrylamide, or lipid peroxides. These are dangerous agents known to trigger inflammation, cellular damage, and may increase the risk of chronic diseases, such as cancer, heart disease, or even dementia, especially in the elderly. What's more, the body's natural defense systems in older adults aren't as strong as they once were. Their stomach produces less acid, their intestines absorb nutrients less efficiently, and the liver, the body's main detox organ, works more slowly. So when the body has to deal with additional toxins produced by reheated food, it can become overwhelmed. This raises the chances of food poisoning, digestive disorders, and worsens underlying conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or heart disease. There's another factor most people overlook. Food that's been sitting in the fridge for a while, then reheated multiple times, may look fine, but it could be teeming with bacteria. Cold environments can allow silent bacterial growth like Clostridium botulinum or Listeria monocytogenes. And unless food is reheated thoroughly, those bacteria may survive. With a weakened immune system, older adults are far more likely to get infected, resulting in diarrhea, acute poisoning, or even death in severe cases. Also important to note, many protein-rich foods, like meat, fish, and eggs, when reheated at incorrect temperatures, can transform into compounds that are hard to digest. This leads to bloating, indigestion, and nausea symptoms that can easily cause weight loss and fatigue in seniors if they persist. That's why being careful with how and what we reheat isn't just a good habit. It's actually a powerful yet silent way to safeguard health in old age. And now, as promised, let's reveal the first food that should never be reheated. Number 1. Cooked spinach. We all know spinach is rich in vitamins, minerals, great for heart health, bones, and boosting the immune system. Sounds amazing, right? But here's what many people miss. Once spinach has been cooked, left to cool, and then reheated, it turns into a real problem. Spinach contains a lot of natural nitrate, which is normally a good thing, even known to help lower blood pressure and protect blood vessels. But once it's been cooked and left out too long, those nitrates begin to convert into nitrite and nitrites. Definitely not a good thing. Inside the body, nitrites can combine with other compounds in the stomach and form nitrosamines, which studies have clearly linked to cancer risk. And that's not all. Nitrites also reduce your red blood cells' ability to carry oxygen efficiently, which can cause fatigue, dizziness, and shortness of breath. Especially dangerous for seniors whose heart and lung function are already weaker due to age. If you have elderly family members with heart disease or kidney issues, reheated spinach is even more dangerous. For someone with heart problems, poor circulation combined with reduced oxygen in the blood could trigger chest pain, heart attacks, or worse, a stroke. And for kidney patients whose detox functions are already impaired, having to filter out extra nitrites from reheated food is like pouring fuel on the fire. You might think it's just a bit of leftover spinach, what harm could it do? But the truth is, for older bodies, even small amounts of nitrite accumulating daily can lead to serious long-term consequences. Number 2. Reheated cooked chicken. Chicken has long been known as an excellent source of protein. It's easy to cook, delicious and nutritious. For older adults, especially, chicken is an ideal choice. Its tender contains less saturated fat compared to red meat and provides essential amino acids that help maintain muscle mass and overall health. But here's the thing, reheating cooked chicken is a completely different story. Did you know that when chicken is first cooked, the protein structure already undergoes natural changes to make it easier to digest? But when you reheat it, especially at high temperatures or multiple times, the proteins become heavily denatured. Their molecular structure gets disrupted, making them much harder for the body to break down. For younger people, a strong digestive system might still be able to handle it, but in older adults where digestive function has significantly declined, consuming these denatured proteins can lead to bloating, indigestion, stomach discomfort, and may even trigger underlying inflammatory responses in the body. And here's why that matters. Chronic inflammation is the silent root cause of many serious age-related illnesses, like diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, and even cognitive decline. Just one reheated piece of chicken, which may seem harmless, could quietly set off a chain reaction of long-term health issues. And that's not all. There's another serious danger to be aware of: bacterial contamination. If cooked chicken is not stored properly, for example, if it's left at room temperature too long, or kept in the fridge for over 48 hours without being sealed, harmful bacteria like Campylobacter or Salmonella can multiply rapidly. These bacteria are known to cause severe food poisoning, with symptoms like acute diarrhea, intense abdominal pain, high fever, and dehydration. And for seniors whose immune systems are weaker, the risk of complications is much higher. There have been many cases where elderly people ended up hospitalized just from eating old chicken or reheating it multiple times. So what's the solution? It's simple. Cook only the amount of chicken you need for one meal. If you must store leftovers, make sure to cool the chicken quickly. Place it in an airtight container and use it within 24 hours. When reheating, do it just once and make sure the chicken is thoroughly heated all the way through. Don't reheat carelessly or repeatedly. Most importantly, for elderly individuals, always prioritize cooking fresh, easy to digest chicken meals daily. Avoid complicated recipes or reusing old food. Our bodies, especially in our golden years, deserve to be nourished with the best care possible, starting with the simplest daily meals. Number 3. Reheated cooked mushrooms. Mushrooms, when freshly cooked, are easy to digest, and the body can absorb their nutrients quite well. But once they cool down and are reheated, especially if done multiple times or unevenly, their protein structure starts to break down. For younger people, occasionally eating reheated mushrooms may not be a big issue. Their digestive systems are still strong. But for seniors whose stomachs are weaker and digestive enzymes are less active, eating reheated mushrooms can quickly lead to bloating, gas, indigestion, and nausea. These may seem like minor symptoms, but if they happen regularly, they can make older adults lose appetite, feel drained, and eventually weaken their overall health. But it gets worse. There's a more serious risk: bacterial contamination due to improper storage. Mushrooms are naturally high in water content. Once cooked and exposed to air, they create a moist environment perfect for bacteria to grow. If they're stored without being sealed properly or kept in the fridge at unsafe temperatures, bacteria like Bacillus cereus, a common cause of food poisoning, can quickly multiply, and mushroom-related infections are not to be taken lightly. For older adults, just one episode of vomiting or diarrhea due to food poisoning can lead to rapid dehydration, a dangerous drop in blood pressure, and in severe cases, hospitalization. So here's the sincere advice. If you cook mushrooms, eat them fresh, finish them in one meal. If you really need to store them, make sure they're sealed tightly, kept very cold, and used within 24 hours. But whatever you do not reheat mushrooms multiple times. Now that we know which foods to avoid reheating, let's switch gears I'm going to share 3 types of food that are not only safe to reheat, but actually good for your health, especially for older adults. Number 1. Lentil soup. Lentils have long been celebrated as a golden food for health, especially in the elderly. They're packed with antioxidants, iron, magnesium, and plant-based protein nutrients that help the body fight aging, strengthen the immune system, build muscle, and support heart health. Here's something fascinating. When lentils are simmered slowly in broth, these nutrients don't just get released more fully, they also become easier for the body to absorb. So, when you prepare a pot of lentil soup and let it cook gently over time, you're actually creating a nutritional treasure chest for yourself and your loved ones. And the best part, unlike foods that lose quality when reheated, lentil soup actually gets better. As it's reheated, the flavors meld even more, and the compounds in the lentils continue to break down gently, making the soup softer, warmer, and extremely easy to digest. That's a big deal for seniors. When digestion slows down, soft and easy to absorb meals like lentil soup become a true gift for the body. But there's more. Lentil soup has also been shown to help control cholesterol levels. For those dealing with high blood fats, clogged arteries, or anyone looking to care for their cardiovascular system, this soup is a must-have companion. Eating it regularly, especially when properly reheated, can help cleanse the blood vessels, reduce strain on the heart, and keep your circulatory system running smoothly. Another huge bonus, lentil soup is incredibly easy to make and store. Just cook a large batch, divide it into smaller portions, store them in airtight containers in the fridge, and reheat as needed. You can rest easy, knowing this dish will not only avoid harm, but actively nourish your body every single day. Number 2. Roasted sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have long been considered a natural superfood. They're simple, affordable, and loaded with health benefits, especially for seniors. When roasted, sweet potatoes become naturally sweet and aromatic, while retaining important nutrients like fiber, vitamin A, potassium, and more. Here's the amazing part. When a roasted sweet potato cools down, it forms a special type of starch called resistant starch. That might sound odd, but it's actually a gift from nature to your digestive system. This type of starch doesn't get broken down in the stomach. Instead, it travels to the large intestine, where it becomes food for your gut's good bacteria, boosting digestive health, easing constipation, and strengthening your immune system in a natural and gentle way. And that's not all. Resistant starch also helps stabilize blood sugar levels. If you're managing diabetes or at risk for high blood sugar, eating cooled and gently reheated sweet potatoes is a smart choice. This starch slows down how quickly sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream, preventing sudden blood sugar spikes. The key is to reheat sweet potatoes gently, just enough to warm them without drying or burning. That way, all the valuable nutrients like fiber, vitamin A, and potassium remain intact. Vitamin A supports healthy vision, a big concern for those in their golden years, and potassium plays a vital role in regulating blood pressure, protecting heart health, and keeping bones and joints strong and flexible. Number 3. Cooked oatmeal. Among the simplest yet most powerful foods for health, oatmeal definitely deserves a top spot. It's not just a convenient breakfast, it's also a trusted daily companion for older adults looking to care for their health in a natural and sustainable way. And here's something really interesting. When oatmeal is cooked and then reheated, its nutritional value doesn't decrease. In fact, it can actually become even more beneficial. One of the most underrated benefits of oatmeal is its ability to nourish gut-friendly bacteria thanks to its natural prebiotic effect. Oatmeal contains a unique soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When cooked and reheated, this beta-glucan becomes even more fermentable in the gut, turning into a high-quality food source for beneficial bacteria. A healthy gut microbiome not only improves digestion, but also strengthens the immune system, helping your body fight off infections and inflammation. In fact, studies show that a well-balanced digestive system can boost mood, reduce anxiety, and even improve memory, things that become especially valuable as we grow older. But oatmeal's benefits don't stop there. It's also a smart way to help control your appetite. A properly reheated bowl of oatmeal can keep you feeling full longer, helping prevent those random snack cravings or uncontrolled eating, something very important for seniors who need to maintain stable blood sugar levels. No more feeling hungry again right after breakfast or reaching for sugary or greasy snacks. Oatmeal helps you glide through the morning with steady energy. No crashes, no cravings. And here's one more amazing benefit. Eating oatmeal regularly may help improve brain function and emotional well-being. This is thanks to the so-called gut-brain axis, the connection between your digestive system and your brain. A healthy gut sends positive signals to the brain, helping you feel sharper, clearer, and even reducing the risk of memory loss or depression as you age. To get the most out of these beneficial foods, it's important to reheat them the right way. Many people confuse reheating with recooking, but they're not the same. And that small difference can have a huge impact on your health, especially in older adults. When you reheat food, you warm it to around 70 to 80 degrees Celsius, which is about 158 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit, just enough to kill most bacteria while preserving delicate nutrients. But when you recook food, meaning you bring it to a full boil at 100 degrees Celsius or more, or around 212 degrees Fahrenheit, you not only eliminate bacteria, but also destroy heat-sensitive vitamins like vitamin B, 1B6, and vitamin C. That's not all. Boiling food repeatedly can cause proteins and fats to break down into unusual compounds that may be harmful to your liver, kidneys, or even lead to chronic diseases over time. For older adults whose bodies already have reduced detox and metabolic functions, these compounds can become even more dangerous. So how can we store and reheat leftovers safely while keeping their nutrition intact? The answer lies in smart reheating. It's not just about warming food. It can become an opportunity to enhance your health with the right additions. For example, when you're reheating soup or broth, consider adding a slice of fresh turmeric root or just a small pinch of turmeric powder. Turmeric contains curcumin, a highly effective natural anti-inflammatory compound that not only supports digestion, but also helps protect the lining of the gut, making it an excellent addition to meals for older adults, especially those with sensitive stomachs. If you're reheating porridge or oatmeal in the morning, drop in a few slices of fresh ginger. Ginger doesn't just add warmth to your body, it also stimulates the digestive system, reduces feelings of nausea, and soothes any discomfort in the stomach, which are very common problems among the elderly, and for dishes that contain oil or fat, like braised meats, fried fish, or stir-fried vegetables. Try adding a bit of freshly ground black pepper, a small pinch of cinnamon, or a few leaves of fresh basil. These spices do more than just enhance the taste of the food. They also contain natural antioxidants that can help neutralize harmful compounds created during the reheating process. These compounds, often called silent culprits, may quietly contribute to aging and the development of chronic illnesses over time. If not addressed, you might think it's just a little ginger or turmeric. Does it really matter? But the truth is, the small things you do every day are what shape your long-term health. Older adults don't need to eat a lot, but they do need to eat, right? Eat smart and eat in a way that helps the body absorb nutrients, digest easily, and avoid toxin buildup. So we've now explored both what not to reheat and what foods are perfectly safe and even beneficial to warm up again. Just by tweaking a few small habits in the kitchen, you can protect your health and your loved one's health in a sustainable and powerful way. Remember, don't let something as simple as how you reheat food become a silent trigger for long-term health problems. Every meal, every dish you choose is a form of self-care, a way to show love to your body and to your future years. Before we end today's video, leave a positive affirmation in the comments, a commitment to your health. Something like, "I honor my health every single day," or any uplifting message you'd like to share. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel, so you won't miss any more valuable health content like this. Let's grow a community that lives healthier, happier, and more joyfully together. See you in the next video with even more love and knowledge for your golden years.